definitely good.
Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will get the first swing of the game. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Red Wolves will hustle to the line. Oh, it's a reverse. Discards a man. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. To the air, it's short. And this is going to be incomplete on.
But let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Red Wolves will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So the Texas State Bobcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety. The receiver's going to win. This safety's got to run this guy. He's going to make it interesting.
How about the defense, man, understanding that I got to keep outside 10. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. How about getting that sucker up the ground? Just put a good athlete, be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the game and get him to the ground.
Negative way to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on second and 14. On the move. It's this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, they did a bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
And offense want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, take it a little bit of time just to keep that defense honest.
He's got it down the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. To the ground and try to pick up the first. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, Dave, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Safe completion on the screen. He stops just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets him up beautifully here.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Bad motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse. Losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Gets the job done on third down. He gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
Man, I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella with soft hands. Make a quick little move. Make the completion. Get the first down.
And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Byrd. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll operate out a split back. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Oh, he dropped it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense
job of coverage by that defense just to shorten their guts.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in here. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting
on this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
You'll take this every time, 5 yards on the first down play.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go into explosive play.
On second down, wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play at 2nd and 2.
Well, plays like that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Pulls it, fires to the left. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
And what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to beat the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw this slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays. They're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He got a hand in there, knocked it away, incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got him down the middle. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Got some momentum at the goal line. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defense. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play. Most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one's slightly upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boots to leather. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
Just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Tackled immediately after the catch. And the Red Wolves want to break the tempo. Looking to throw it short. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes.
not just running go routes and post routes, but how about...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him lose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
We might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Fakes the grab down the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up the plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the Bobcats are flying down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there. Just getting the right. Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find spots.
Takes the handoff. Griffin. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how he played by his defensive end in the backfield.
To get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing. This defense right now, they have no answers.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Man down on the play as the officials take him to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first at the 37.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
To the air on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys back now is not just running down. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Nice defensive way to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, just watching the easy eyes, see where he's good to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Short, I don't mind the play call. Run the RPO, give the quarterback the option to get pulled it. Maybe made that decision a little bit different. He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready, got the big stop, forced him to pull down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now fresh set of downs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
And he'll haul it in, take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with field position to put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out. We can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll see if this Red Bulls offense can get moving. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense has to put a couple drives together, and the defense will get this back, get some stop ball, and get you the football back.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored. We've scored here. This game's still tight. Keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. They move the tight end all over. Here's the handoff. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. And the Red Bulls headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw it short. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball down.
Just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. We'll see what the QB does moving forward.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slips out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw. And as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field. There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He just ran over it. And the Red Wolves get enough to move the chain. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that 1st down marker.
A nice shot by the defense here, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He's got such good awareness of the pocket. He does a good job of handling the rush. And he knows he's trying to run guys downfield, but he sees an opening. And if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's got it on the run. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Takes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. We want to get stopped going in a half, get all the juices, all the excitement, you know, just passing games rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. Just go to the staff and be afraid to throw it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. They're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. Great job sneaking out of backfield, getting the football, letting us get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking your book, it's best man coverage. You're staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They go through the zone and they executed that move.
Damn, needed that.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can only break the mold of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Red Wolves will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. And he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Sledding has been top scores, have been at a premium, Jesse, in every possession. Seems like you could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, it just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into that play just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you find that one thing get that one positive play, and maybe get those juices going, something can start to build.
He makes the catch. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's ETN. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it'll take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there. Still plenty of ground to cover for his first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Completion on the out route. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
It's really frustrating. The guy is in his spot. He's in the hole. He's going to do his job. Get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. Especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense. But now they got a manageable situation.
They make the stop.
That's good around burn.
Change as they get the first down.
And another nice game by the offense. You got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, playing to play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something like great, a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
95 miles per
That's why
hour.
this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've seen him earlier in the drive, rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways. You're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field.
time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
Let's go. That's a big boy drive. It's a big boy
The
drive.
offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got
Take half a quarter.
Extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job.
12 plays.
Building on that lead.
And with the
Silence the crowd a little bit.
touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away.
He's bringing that
Coming
out.
out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it down at the 12-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're using that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Running back goes in motion. Looking downfield. It's short. Fires toward the target.
Oh,
And they won't be able to connect downfield.
he had him.
Big time play.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This defense happy with how that
Good job,
line
D.
played out to be able to find the penalty. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Texas State has the football back and they'll go on offense. Like old-fashioned, grind it up, run over a football. That last touchdown drive was UTSA.
That was impressive, man. Great thinking up front. Toughness visibly running for these ball carriers.
Now you wonder how the defense will respond. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive, just try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender, and he raises time to get this big hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long, he'll try to throw for it. Connection to the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late. He'd keep them from getting the first down. Simple call, excellent execution, moves to 6 on third down.
These receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute and gain positions. Great job with the timing. Great job with the depth of the route. Nice work.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that football set up the screen and create some lanes for the
Fuck
running
yeah.
back. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offensive momentum. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing his pass, and it was over the ground incomplete.
Shit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long to protect him. They weren't able to get there, but now that play, because of the pressure and affected his accuracy, that's what it all goes in.
They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QBs. I like the decision where I understand let's get this football out.
Oh, catch it, baby.
And then get the third down.
Can we make this?
Because we got rid of the football and took the yards away.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out.
Boom. Let's go.
We check in. Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds
Sounds like they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he's brought down after a nice game. Grab behind the lines. It's Snow. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Red Wolves in the hurry up. Handoff to the single running back. Dances away from one. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Three-snap motion in the backfield.
Oh, I overran it. Fuck.
Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
Damn.
They are finding soft spots in this.
Come on,
defense.
D.
Got it down to the 25. Offense in the hurry up.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers. Yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys, doing a good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Run in the red zone. It's no. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack in the gun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the 6 here and take a shot on 1st and goal. To the ground with the back.
Oh my gosh. What are we doing? Gotta run it like that on 3rd and 8? Are you kidding me?
You can't give up this many yards on the ground. Gotta commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Gotta get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Get your 4s up.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the floor. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Damn.
Touchdown, Red Wolves!
We got a game.
That big score made the end of the game very interesting.
Now we also have got more work to do.
And he did make that extra point, no issues with the treacherous
Let's go.
But he's still going. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets him 30 plus.
That's a beautiful pass to catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his way.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple and down at the 11.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to push the MDM on the RPO. You want them to run the football into themselves. Maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this small game. It's a big space.
Oh my God.
Next time you have to run an RPO.
This defense could be getting in there. They're going to see some RPO. They're going to see some quick games. Nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fired into the end zone and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Split the upright is good.
You know, it's funny, in today's there's so many college football analytics, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. At the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. 1st down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver.
Oh my God.
30. Off he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll rip off 8 on that play in 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Running back searching for a hole. Pulls his way forward. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Back to throw is short. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice shot, executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22. Executing is the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
It definitely makes a little bit of sense. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, yes, my mind is I can't make a mistake.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get boy, the defense really needed to get off the field here, and they just couldn't do it to press that down.
That hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, those get them down. Get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 10, 18. Give in the back. Drives in the defense, get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. We'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He swings to the end zone.
Oh, catch that, baby. Catch that. Come on. Get the gain away and catch that.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in place, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Yeah, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you've got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. We'll see if they can do that here.
And they wrap him up, but not before. He gets it up on the catch for the first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Scanning the field, it's short. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Gets it to the back, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense in hurry-up mode. He's back to throw on 2nd down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. There's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Give to the big fullback. Good pick up on that play. We got 2nd and 4.
Strong guys that lead the way by the running back. We don't do it too much. We don't let the living off of it. You get nice little chunk like this. Fighting when it gets the football.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. It didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Back to throw. It's short. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They want to just keep throwing it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
All right, ball was incomplete, but that was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Really nice job of communicating with one another and understanding where that pass rush was coming from.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Box out momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped him getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally their lead. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's short. Fires to the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
This is always an easy spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a huge decision. But nice job by this offense getting this touchdown now. Give yourself that opportunity to make a choice.
That's why they call it the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And this is why you put your hands deep on the first time. You know it's coming. And those guys that are great.
All right, we're happy to get out of here with a win.
Go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch the football.
Yeah, they played hard to the final whistle. I think that was a pretty good performance.
It came down to the final quarter.